All right, sweet friends, here we go. So we are going to be talking about fair trading. When we ask this question, first we need to remember how much each coin is worth. So remember, this is a penny. Remember, it's copper and it's small. And it is worth 1 cent. 1 cent. Then down here, this is a nickel. It's a little bit bigger and it's silver and it's worth 5 cents. So when we see a nickel, we automatically say 5. When we see a penny, we have to count by ones. So here we go. So we're going to find out, is this a fair trade? So are these the same? So let's count how much money. Let's see, we have, if we're counting pennies, we count by ones. So we have 1 cent, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents. So we have 5 cents in all, in pennies. Now, when we go down here, we know that a nickel, we don't even have to count by ones. We know that automatically that's 5 cents. So when we check if they're the same, we need to put them together. Is 5 cents the same as, equal to, the same as 5 cents? Are these the same? 5 cents? Is that the same as 5 cents? Yes, it is. Even though it looks a little bit different, they're the same. This is 5 cents, but in pennies. Remember, in order for it to be 5 cents in pennies, you need 5 pennies because each penny is 1 cent. But with a nickel, we don't have to count. We already know. We just jump and we say 5. We know that that's a group of 5 already. All right, let's look down here. All right, here we go. So let's check. Are these two fair? Is this a fair trade? If I gave you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I gave you 10 pennies, would that be the same as 2 nickels? Would that be the same amount of money? Would 10 pennies be the same amount of money as 2 nickels? Well, let's count. So when we're counting by pennies, we need to count by ones. So here we go. Ready? 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents, 10 cents. So in all, we have, in pennies, in all we have 10 cents. And remember, cent sign is like this. It's a C with a line through it. Now, when we have nickels, we're counting by 5. So count by 5s with me to find out how much money in all we have in nickels. Ready? We have 5 cents, 10 cents, 5, 10. We know how to count by 5s. All right, so 5, 10 cents. Now, when we do this, so we know that in all in nickels, we have 10 cents. So now we need to ask ourselves, we're looking at the in all amounts. So in all, we have 10 cents in pennies. In all, we have 10 cents in nickels. Is 10 cents the same as 10 cents? Are those the same? I think so. So we know that this is a fair trade. This is the same. So if you had 10 pennies and you gave me 10 pennies and I gave you 2 nickels, we would have the same amount of money because I would have 10 cents in pennies and you would have 10 cents in nickels. All right. So on your page, right here, we're going to do this one together, this top row, the ducky row. Look at the ducky row. We are asking if it's a fair trade. So we're going to circle yes if the amount is a fair trade, and we're going to circle no if the amount is not a fair trade. So first we need to find out how much money in all do we have in pennies? Well, we're going to have to count. And remember, when we're counting pennies, we count by ones. So let's see. 1, 2 cents, 3 cents. So we know that in all, we have 3 cents in pennies. Now, when we look over at a nickel, we know that a nickel, we don't have to count by ones, we can count by fives. There's 1 nickel, so we know that that's 5 cents. Straight back, big belly with a hat on top, and then the cent sign. It's a C with a line through it. Are these the same? Is 3 and 5, are they the same? No, 5 is bigger than 3. So is this the same? If I had 3 pennies and you had 1 nickel, would we have the same amount of money? No way. So we're going to circle no for no way. All right. Then on the back of the page, we're going to do the ducky row together as well. So here we go. Again, we are asking, circle yes if the amount is a fair trade. Circle no if the amount is not a fair trade. So first we need to count how much money we have on each side. So on this side, I see 2 nickels. That means we can count by fives, okay? Because each nickel is worth 5 cents. We know that already. Okay, so let's count. So we have 5 cents, 10 cents, 5, 10. So in all, we have 10 cents on this side. Okay, over here, we're going to start with the number 5 because we know that a nickel, it is worth 5 cents. So we start with 5 cents. Now we're going to count on 6 cents, 7 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents. So we know that in all, over here, we have 9 cents. Okay. Now, we are going to ask ourselves, is this a fair trade? Are these the same amount? Well, is 10 the same as 9? Is 10 the same as 9? No way. That means that if I had 2 nickels, I had 10 cents, and you had 1 nickel and 4 pennies, you had 9 cents, I would have more money because 10 is bigger than 9. So we are going to circle no, because 10 and 9 are not the same. Okay, friends, so let me go over this real quick with you. So we just did this. You're going to do the same thing for here and here. We just did this row. You're going to do the same thing for here and here. So you're asking yourself, do these show a fair trade? Are these the same amount of money? On this page, same thing. Is it the same? If it's the same, circle yes. If not, circle no. Then I want you to do this, okay? So here's what you need to do. You need to trace your hand and cut it out. You know how to do that. We do that all the time. And on each of your fingers, I want you to make a little penny. It doesn't have to look like this. You just do your very best. Make a penny and glue it on or tape it on or however you want to do it on each of your fingers. You can even use real pennies if your mommy and daddies will let you do that. And then in your hand, I want you to make a nickel. So you're going to do that. Remember, it doesn't have to look like this. A silver coin is okay. So you'll cut out a circle and put it in the middle of your hand that you've cut out. This shows that there are 5 pennies. That's the same as 1 nickel, and I want you to put your name on it, okay? All right, friends, good luck. Have fun.